Hello and happy Sunday. This is Soaking Wet, Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, and it is September the 4th. I totally forgot to change the date on my notes, but today is Sunday, September the 4th, and I am completely soaking wet. Karen and I got wet while we were walking today, so you'll have to excuse the sudden change to hat hair, and I am a mix between freezing and burning up from walking. But anyway, hello. Happy Sunday, everybody. Oh, here we go. Good. Yay, Facebook. Thank you for cooperating with me. But hello and happy Sunday, everybody. Hello, John from home base. Hello, Carol Lou. Looks like Nancy and Mary Ann are sneaking in here. It is September. It's September already. I know this year is flying. It is absolutely just running by. And for those of you in the United States, happy Labor Day. Tomorrow's Labor Day. Hello, Kathy. It's good to see you. Tomorrow's Labor Day. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hello, Hattie. Good to see you. I will say, as you all are coming in, I'll say that we will probably not go the entire hour tonight. Hello, Deanna. And hello, oh, already got you, but hello, Kathy again. Hello, let's see. Hello, Mary from Pennsylvania. And hello, Orlando Debbie. Hello, Sandra from Demon's Ferry. And yep. I think I got everybody now that's here now. But we probably will not go the entire hour tonight. You know me, I'll probably talk more than an hour. But anyway, we probably won't go the entire hour tonight because John and I are going to try and take tomorrow off. Hello, Elaine. Good to see you. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Katie. And I feel like I missed somebody. I feel like I missed one of the Kathys. Hello, Kathy. Oh, yeah, there you are. And hello, Lynn and Tega sneaking in here. But yeah, we probably won't go the whole hour tonight because John and I are attempting to take a day off from work tomorrow. Hello, Anna. And yeah, and so I'd like to get home and get ready. We're going to grab the girls and try to go somewhere, even though we're under a flood watch. I promise it does not rain every day at East Tennessee. I promise. It doesn't even rain every Sunday. Hello, Tag. Loretta's coming in. It doesn't rain every day, but I swear it has rained the last, I don't know how many Sundays. So crazy weather. And hello, Darlene. But we will get as much as we can in the time that we have tonight. And hello, Linda from Rock Island, Illinois. And I hope, yeah, and hello, Loretta. So I hope you all also have today and tomorrow off. That would be fantastic. And thank you, Darlene. Happy Labor Day to you, too. So again, today is Sunday, September the 4th. Tomorrow is Labor Day if you are here in the United States. Not going to do the entire hour tonight. I'll probably talk for the whole hour because we're going to get up at the butt crack of dawn and go pick up the girls tomorrow and try to do something fun. If you're brand new with us, please still go ahead and say hi and hello. Once I start talking, I might not see it, but I'll try to go back and say hello to everyone. But if you're brand new, and hello, Mary. Let's see, hello, Mary from Pittsburgh. And hello, Sherry. If you're brand new, though, let us know because I promise some of these very sweet ladies will welcome you. Hello, Sylvia. And occasionally a couple of guys. Hello, Karen. Good to see you. So yeah, so go ahead and tell us hi and hello. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, that's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. Give me a shout out over there. We had quite a few people chatting on YouTube this week, and it made me super happy. Hello, Tammy. Good to see you. So again, we are into September. We're going to finish up the August topic, but we're in September. It is already September. Oh, and Tammy's brand new. Hello. Let's see. Let me make sure. Yep, that is Tammy, and hello, Trish. So Tammy is brand new. Everybody, please welcome Tammy, Tammy. It's nice to meet you. And everyone, yeah, welcome. Hello, Marlene from Florida, and Sherry. Okay, and Kim is sneaking in. So a couple of things, though, before we get to this week's topic. A little bit of news, and thank you all for welcoming Carol, and hello, Sandra from Naperville. Oh, wait, Sandra just got back from her trip. So Sandra has been to see her sister for, was an entire month, I think. She was gone for 4 weeks. So I hope y'all had an awesome time, and we miss her very much. I miss seeing you all on the Sunday afternoons with Gwen. But a little bit of news before we finish out our August theme for the month. First little bit of news over on, oh, and hello, Lynette from South Carolina. A little bit of news from Dish with D. She posted today, it's pumpkin spice season. So it's September. I always thought pumpkin spice season didn't start until October. Am I crazy? Did it start earlier than that? But it is officially, apparently, pumpkin spice season. And I had a little notification come up on my phone the other day that said that it was officially pumpkin spice season. Well, Dee found let me find what it's called. She found a PB Fit, which is a peanut powder. It's a peanut protein powder, peanut powder by PB Fit. They have a pumpkin spice flavored one now, and she's already ordered it. So I don't know if she's gotten it No, Debbie, she is not doing them again. I said I miss seeing them on Sundays. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to get you excited. And no, she has a regular in-person workshop on Sundays. But anyway, it's a pumpkin spice flavored PB Fit, and yeah, and she's already ordered it. She hasn't tried it yet, but I'm sure she will as soon as it comes in. But in the chat notes that Jessica will post here in a day or two, she probably will not post them tomorrow because it's Labor Day, and hopefully she'll be taking the day off tomorrow. But when she does post this, and I'll try to get Casey to remember to do it in the YouTube as well. Hello, Roberta. I haven't seen you in a little while. I'll try to get Casey to post it in the notes for in the YouTube notes also. But there's an Amazon link where you can go and try it, and if you order it. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about pumpkin flavored. I have mixed feelings about pumpkin flavored peanut powder. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. So if you get it, let me know how you like it. Second little bit of news tonight. On Sunday, September the 18th, so that is in two Sundays from now? Sunday, September the 18th, I will be participating in what is called Souptimber. Souptimber. It's a Souptimber Cook With Me, and it's a video series that's going to be hosted by Joan, who is in our group. So Joan, that posts a lot in our group, she is also a YouTuber, and she shows you, like, she does her weekly menus and things like that. If you want to go ahead and go over and follow her, she shows you what she eats every day, and then she posts a weekly menu. So for those of you who are, who struggle with weekly menus, with what to plan for the week, Joan's got you covered. So she has invited me, and I'm really not sure how many other people, but there's a few of us that she has invited, a few of us that are bloggers or vloggers, whatever. Oh, hold on. Sylvia just put some pumpkin oatmeal muffins in the oven. Awesome. Oh yeah, and thank you, Debbie. It's called Joan's Pointed Plate. So Joan has invited several of us that are YouTubers or vloggers or whatever to go ahead and do a Souptimber Cook With Me video, and we'll be posting those on September the 18th. We'll be posting them, I think it's at 9 o'clock in the morning. Don't know if that's Eastern time or not, but anyway, at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know how many participants there are, but she's up to now. But I am super pumped about it. Stay tuned for some more information. I'll let you know what I'm going to be making for that. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun because we're all going to upload our videos at the same time. So however many of us there are, we're all uploading our soup videos at the exact same time on Sunday, September the 18th. So I'm super, excited to see how that goes. Okay, and some of the recipes look yummy. Like John, if you are still listening, I think the one that Joan is doing is a shepherd's pie soup. Personally, really excited for that one. They all looked really good. But anyway, I'll give you more information on that later. And then the last little bit of news is you all were over the top with your homework last week. Like so many of you all did your homework last week. It was fantastic. So I only linked 3 of them in the homework that's going to come up here later in the chat. But considering the amount of time that you all spent looking for these and the amount of work that you put into it and the awesome finds that you made, I suggest that everybody heads over to the If You Have an Egg Facebook group and scroll through and find some of those. So some of them have the hashtag for the homework for last week, some of them do not. But I'm serious. There were so many posted. There is something for everybody. Everybody should be able to find some kind of exercise over there. So that's my last little bit of news. Winding down August, jumping into September. Cannot wait until September. Souptimber. And she's already got an October one planned. Don't remember what it's called, but I'm excited, super excited about the Souptimber. Okay, so this whole last month, so all of August, we've been talking about the journey and how we were going to find, our own way on our own journey. And thank you very much, Carol Lou, for posting the link to the group. Completely forgot to say, if you are not already in our closed group, it's called If You Have an Egg. If you're not already in that group, just click the link that Carol just posted and you can go on over there, and just remember, pretty please, to answer the 3 questions. They're 3 really easy questions. And if you answer those, then I can let you in. If you don't answer them, you're not getting in, okay? Got to have some rules here. Got to keep the weird people out. And I just had to get rid of somebody the other day that answered questions. They were kind of iffy, but they snuck in. Okay, hold on a second. Debbie says, got a new take on 3-2-1 mug cakes, but it's a 2-in-1 cake, 2 tablespoons of cake mix in one. Wait, whoa. 2 tablespoons of cake mix, 1 tablespoon of water, and then air fry at 375 degrees for 6 minutes. What? And it makes it crispy. Okay, you know I'm going to have to try that. Not tomorrow, though, because we are going to run the girls somewhere for Labor Day. Okay, so we're winding down August, and that theme for the whole month was the journey. So as we wind it down, who journeyed for the last time in the month of August into an in-person workshop? Give me some thumbs ups if you sat your bottom in a little chair, or sat your little bottom in a chair last week, or if you attended a Zoom workshop, or both. Give me some thumbs ups. That was your last chance to do it in August of 2022. Give me some hearts. Yep, and Linda's bottom was in a green chair. Give me some hearts if you attended here with us live last week, or if you watched later on demand. Let me see some hearts for that. And I had my bottom in a chair, so I'm going to give myself a thumbs up. And I was here live with us last week. Imagine that. So I'm going to give myself a heart. Yep, lots of thumbs ups and hearts. Sylvia, Mary, yep, Marianne, Sandra, lots of you all. Very good. Bravo, bravo. Sherry. So here you go. Here are your extra Bravo stickers for attending an in-person workshop, or for doing a Zoom workshop, or for attending here with us last week. So awesome, awesome, awesome job, ladies. And I know it's a busy time of year. Summer wound down. Summer's done. I don't know of any area that is not back in school yet, or won't be back in school yet next week, since it is Labor Day. So it's getting ready to be a busy time of year, and congratulations to everybody for sticking with it during these busy times, getting back to school and back to non-summery things. So last month we were talking about the journey. We talked the whole month about the journey. I will tell you, on this journey tonight, I'm going to try and keep it under an hour. If this is your first time here with us, this is normally an hour-long chat, and normally we spend the first 30 minutes talking about whatever the WW or Weight Watchers topic was for the week before, and then we spend the next 30 minutes doing something fun. I do have something fun for us to do tonight. Yeah, Loretta can't believe summer's almost over. It's really almost over. Oh, and Mary made the stuffed peppers today. Yay, yay, yay. We are going to do something fun in the second half, and I'm going to try and keep it a little bit shorter so that we can go home. I can go on home, since tomorrow is Labor Day and we were trying to take the day off. But as we wind down this month of talking about the journey, last week in chat number 286, we were talking about how to move it. So I couldn't believe it. We were already talking about exercising again. It had just been, I went back and looked, and it had just been chat number, let me see, I found it. Chat number 282 was the last time that we talked about fitness or moving or some kind of exercise, and that one I had titled Put the F Back in Fitness. That was 282. Last week was chat number 286, so when I said it felt like it had only been about 3 or 4 weeks, it had been exactly 4 weeks since we had talked about exercise. And I was like, why? Why are we talking about exercise so much? But then I found an article that said, this doctor said, and you can read all of this in last week's chat, or which is already posted on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, or you can go and listen to it on YouTube. But I found an article, and a doctor from in Harvard Health said, while you can't completely stop aging, staying active can slow down the destructive processes that lead to disease and immobility, which diminish your quality of life. Most of my patients are very concerned about frailty. And then I'll be doggone if this week, if I didn't run into so many situations where people who were inactive are prematurely down and out, are prematurely not able to do things, are prematurely aging, are prematurely getting things that I think might be happening faster because they're not getting any activity. Also, people who are extremely active, like I have an 80-year-old friend who is extremely active, and I'm telling you, she's going to outlive us all because she does a little something every day. Now, she's not out running, she's not roller skating, or anything crazy like that, but she's active. She's doing something every day, and she is 80 years old, and you would never know it. So yeah, I think he's totally on the money. And we did talk about last week that if it's not something that you enjoy, don't try it. So it's not a one size fits all, exercise world. I don't run. I'm never gonna run. And if you ever see me running, you need to run too, because something is chasing me. We talked last week about just doing it, just get up and do it. It doesn't have to be CrossFit. It doesn't have to be something, extreme. Maybe it's just taking the dog out for an extra walk. Maybe it's, I don't know, walking up and down the stairs to take, paperwork instead of just waiting until once a day. Hello, Barbara. just do it. And never say never. We focused so much last week on being able to find exercises that nearly everyone could do. So that was your homework for last week. Your homework for last week was hashtag my move it journey. And you all nailed it. I mean, absolutely nailed it. Like, I want to go try every single one of the exercises that you all posted. So we had exercises from, let's see. We had exercises from YouTube, a lot from YouTube, some from Facebook. We had a couple of things from TikTok. So you all nailed it. Some people had, some people owned DVDs, VHS tapes. Some of y'all talked about the VHS tapes that you still have. So your homework for last week was hashtag my move it journey. And I wanted you to find a workout video of some kind that you could share with all of us that most of us would be able to do. So again, if you have a health condition that is seriously keeping you from being able to exercise, you should check with your doctor before you do any of these. But for those of us that just have bad knees or are recovering from surgery or who just need a little extra help, or maybe you have arthritis or, have some other kind of restrictions, these were awesome. They were so awesome. So let's see how y'all did on your homework. Again, go over to If You Have an Egg, the Facebook, the group, and check these out, because there were so many more than the 3 that I'm getting ready to mention for their homework. The first one was Tina shared Ed Sheeran's Fat Burn Zone 10-minute workout. And surely we all have 10 minutes, okay? Surely to goodness we all have 10 minutes. And I love that in the upper left-hand corner, so of his videos, there was a circle in the upper left-hand corner that showed you the move that was coming up. I needed that, okay? So I could see, okay, well, we're already doing this, whatever. But in the upper, you could tell what was coming up next. So it wasn't like a sudden change and you didn't have to figure out what to do. You could kind of already get your mind prepped for us. That was a great one, Tina. And then Barbara found us some sculpting and Pilates workouts from the Obey that is on the WW app. So if you are already a member of WW, and if you are digital, if you're doing online, then you already are paying for that. You already have availability to that. I checked out a few of them and they looked like great ways to tone and strengthen, even if you can't do a high intensity workout. So I have a friend who just had hip surgery, and he's supposed to be up walking around, but he can't do anything that's like high impact, like definitely no aerobics. Just had surgery, can't swim, things like that. But some of these sculpting and Pilates workouts, I think would be great. I think there would be great ways to, keep his arms, moving, keep his upper body going. And he can do some lower body, kind of strengthening things while he's building back his, strength, from where he had his surgery. And then last, Caroline shared body coach workouts with John Wicks. Okay, and he's in, I think it was Surrey. No, where was he at? I'm trying to think now. It's somewhere over in the UK. Anyway, I didn't get a chance to try one of his workouts, but he is adorable. He's just so cute. And as my mom used to say, he's easy on the eyes. So I could definitely do one of his workouts. But congratulations to everyone who did their homework this week. Great job, guys, and keep it up. I'm going to try some of these workouts, because, like on days when it's raining, days that we can't go outside. He's from Ireland. That is awesome. Yeah, Lynn says Ireland. So he was so stinking cute. But they were just so, I don't know, they were great. And they were like for all skill level, all age groups, most activity levels. I don't know, they were just awesome. And there are so many more of them posted over on If You Have an Egg. Okay, so bravo stickers to everyone who did your homework. And there were lots of you, so here you go. Boom, 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 boom. Lots of bravo stickers. Okay, this week though, we are talking about the journey to non-scale victories. And in years past, and even, as recently as last year, we've talked about NSVs. So if you've ever seen anybody do hashtag, just the hashtag symbol, which is like a pound sign, NSV, that stands for a non-scale victory. So I want y'all to do me a favor right now. There's a little bit of homework involved. I want you to stop right now. Stop what you're doing right now. And I want you to go stand in front of your nearest appliance, as long as you can still hear me. So it might be your toaster, it might be a blender, the refrigerator, it might be your toilet. And I don't want to know why you're in your bathroom while you're watching the live. LOL, just kidding. Don't want to know why you're in there. But go stand in front of an appliance. And then I want you to turn to that appliance. So I have a griddle right here. So this is an appliance. Thank you, Debbie, for posting that. This is a griddle. It's an appliance. And I want you to look at that appliance and I want you to say in a very loud, firm voice, am I a good person? How do you think I did on my plan this week? Okay, and I don't know how this is going for you. Yep, your creamy is fine. That is perfectly fine, Deanna. So I want you to ask that appliance, am I a good person? What do you think? How do you think I did on my journey this week? How did I do? Did I do okay tracking? You know, what do you think? So that's kind of ridiculous, right? So it's ridiculous that you would ask your creamy or your griddle or, you know, whatever it is, your phone. It's ridiculous that you would ask it whether or not you were a good person and how you did this week. And yet, we think the scale has that kind of power over us. So I want to tell you first, the scale is an inanimate object. It does not have, oh yeah, and I'm sorry, but Linda's air fryer says absolutely. Well, see, air fryers are kind of smart, so that might happen. But a scale is an inanimate object. That means it does not have a life. It does not have a brain. It does not have a soul. Feels like it. It feels like it sucks your soul out sometimes, but it is a piece of equipment. It's not alive. It has no idea if you tracked every day last week. It has no idea if you've met your fitness goal. It has no idea if you messed up, if you did well. It has no clue. It has no idea. It is literally just a tool to take a snapshot picture. It's taking a snapshot of one moment in time. So let's say that you got, oh my gosh, Loretta asked Alexa, and Alexa said yes. She might have a soul, okay? That's a whole nother discussion. But the point is, though, it's taking a snapshot of one point in one day, okay? So it does not determine, the scale does not determine how you did this week. And Debbie says her Alexa doesn't even know. LOL. Okay, so it's pretty ridiculous that we would be asking our appliances these questions, okay? So the first thing I want to tell you, aside from the fact that your scale is not a living, breathing being and it does not get to decide how you're doing, first of all, it has no power over you at all. It has no power over you. So in the 1986 cult classic Labyrinth, if any of you have seen Labyrinth, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But David Bowie's character, Jareth, he had trapped a girl named Sarah in his maze while she was trying to rescue her brother Toby. I just want to make a side comment that she willingly summoned Jareth earlier in the movie, who took her brother. Okay, so that's a whole nother thing. So yeah. Okay, so I won't go into all the details, but through a series of misguided turns, mind tricks. I mean, he played a lot of mind tricks. He misguided her a lot of times. Like she thought she was going down the wrong path. Boom, there's a wall. He played a lot of mind tricks on her to make her think she was doing one thing, that she was really doing something else. And he was just general goblin kingedness, you know, all these things that a goblin king would do. But all of a sudden, Sarah finally realizes that the power to end all of this madness lies within her, not within the maze. And she looks at him and says, "You have no power over me. You have no power over me." And once she takes back her power, all of the distractions to keep her from getting to her goal literally just fall to the ground, and she takes her brother back. So I want, next time you're in the bathroom, and you might be watching from in the bathroom now, I don't know, I want you to tell your scale, you have no power over me. You have no power over me. And it sounds crazy, but it's freeing. It is so freeing when you just announce to the scale out loud, you have no power over me, because it doesn't. It doesn't tell you how you did last week. Okay, second thing, if you fix what you do, your weight will take care of itself. My fearless leader, Gwen, had her own mentor along her journey, and she's not done. I mean, you don't get to goal and just go, done, finished. Okay, move on to the next thing. So along her journey, though, she had a mentor who often told them, and actually I think it was one of her bosses, who often told them to stop looking at the scale, and that was long before Beyond the Scale and NSV, before any of those cute little, sayings, before any of those, were out. But she would tell them, one of her pep talks was, she had some great ones. I mean, Gwen quotes them all the time, and she really, really had some good ones. But one of my favorites was, she'd say, stop trying to fix what you weigh. When you fix what you do, the weight will take care of itself. And yeah, okay, Lisa's exactly right. She says the scale has no authority over her because it can't define who she is. It doesn't define who you are. It's not calling somebody and saying, do you know what she had to eat yesterday? Do you know what, blah, blah, blah. It's not. It has no power and no authority over you. But just listen to that again, though. I want you to just let this sink in for a minute. Stop trying to fix what you weigh. When you fix what you do, the weight will take care of itself. Okay? We can't get so wound up on the weight that we lose sight of all the things that we do, because they're all winners. Okay? Okay, and then the last thing is celebrate good things. Come on. And you know I'm the best singer. Okay, non-scale victories. That's what we started this whole section of tonight with. They are all around you. They are literally all around you. You just have to look for them. Okay, it could be something like one of the girls in our group, in our in-person group, said she just realized she's been going to bed without taking her antacids. Do you know how fantastic that is? That she is not having to take an antacid before she goes to bed. And it just suddenly occurred to her, wow, that is a non-scale victory. She's just eliminated a medication from her evening routine. Doesn't need them anymore. Hadn't even thought about it, but doesn't need them anymore. Somebody else said they could tie their shoes without gasping for breath. That is fantastic. I know how bad it feels to bend over and think, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath because I got to get one shoe. Take a breath. Tie. Okay, now get another breath because you got 2 feet. So you're going to have to go in for the second one. That is awesome to be able to tie your shoes without having to gasp for breath or without having to ask for help. And this one was a good one. And Debbie's coming off her blood pressure medication. Yeah, that is a non-scale victory for sure. How about this one? And this is something you might not have even thought about, but one of the girls said she is so enjoying being able to say, no, thank you, to a second helping and really mean, no, thank you. You know, she's not saying, no, thank you, I don't get to have it, what everybody else is having, blah, 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 blah. She said it has been so nice. It didn't occur to her that she's able to say, no, thank you, and mean it. She doesn't have to feel, bitter or, like she's not enjoying it. She feels comfortable saying no, thank you now. Okay, so that is your homework for this week. Your homework for this week is, let's see, it is hashtag my non-scale journey. MyNonscaleJourney. Hashtag my non-scale journey. And this is about your journey to non-scale victory. So this week I want you to find something that reminds you that you had a victory this week that did not involve that pesky appliance, the scale, okay? Because remember, the scale doesn't just get to decide how you did. So I want you to tag me everywhere, put it on Instagram, Facebook, the Facebook group, here on the Facebook page, over on YouTube. Tag me, and post it everywhere. Okay, and I'm going to keep talking real fast because I want to get out of here before 9 o'clock. Okay. It is time to drink some water. Thank you, Melinda, for reminding me about that. If you are new and thank you, Lynn, for posting that. Thank you, Sandra. It is water time. And Sandra's got water. And if you all participated in Julie's water challenge this summer, shoo, I've never been so hydrated. I did not hit my mark every day, but because I knew Julie was going to ask, I was like, oh, got to drink something. Thank you, Barbara. Because I knew she was going to ask, so I was like, oh, I better drink my water. So everybody grab some water, and if you're new with us, then we do, oh my gosh, Loretta put her scale in the recycling. Good job. And she said she put her in the recycling, so apparently her scale was a her. So at the halfway mark, we're all going to take a drink of water. And remember, the first half of the chat was to go over what the WW topic was from the prior week. The second half of the chat is usually something fun. Tonight we are going to be making something. We're going to skip ahead on the first thing just because we have to get it in the air fryer. We've only got 10 minutes to get it cooked. So this week, for the fun part, for part 2 of chat number 287 that is titled Journey to Non-Scale Victories, we're going to be doing another hashtag bulk it up. So I have so many vegetables left from the summer. I have so many things that still need to get consumed, and I don't want to lose this good summer momentum. I don't want to lose my summer momentum. So eating all these extra vegetables from the garden, eating all these extra things that Knox Produce Box has brought us, I don't want to lose that momentum. So I'm continuing this hashtag bulk it up. We are going to keep talking about ways that you can add 0 point foods and some non-starchy vegetables to bulk up your meal so that you don't have these little, skinny dinky things. But part of this, and we're not ready to talk about this yet, but part of what we're going to be making tonight is going to involve potatoes, mushrooms, and Barbara did a hashtag bulk it up with a salad this week. Quickly, and I will tell you how I'm making this here in just a second. But I'm just got some chopped up potatoes, some mushrooms, some peppers. I put just a spritz of olive oil on it. I'm going to put a little bit of nutritional yeast on there. And yeah, Loretta says for a few days a week she could be vegetarian. That's called selectarian. So if you are selectarian, that means you decide when you're going to be vegetarian, when you're just going to eat vegetables and not eat any meat. And that's awesome. So Loretta, you're a selectarian. And that's usually how I eat. And then a little bit of fresh pepper from Dax, the pepper pizzazz. And again, I'll explain to you here in a second what we're actually doing to make this. We just have to get it in the air fryer quickly so that it will cook while we're chatting. Okay, so that is potatoes, mushrooms, leftover peppers. Those peppers are leftover from 2 weeks ago. That's the toppers leftover from 2 weeks ago. And I'm going to stick them in the air fryer. Remember, scoop, don't shove. I'm going to put it in there on 400. And we're going to put it on 15 minutes. Depends on how small I got the potatoes chopped. Might not need 15 minutes, might just need 10 minutes, but we will check on that. When it's been about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, somebody holler at me and let me know. Okay, so for tonight, we are doing, the hashtag bulk it up is going to be a breakfast bowl. You know what, I forgot my bowl. Hold on. Oh, please, I forgot my bowl. Here I go off camera again. Caroline said something about that last week. Okay, y'all entertain yourselves for just a second. Okay, so I'm going to be using one of those little half bowls again, one of those little Tausi half bowls that I love so much. But we're going to do a hashtag bulk it up. This is a breakfast bowl edition, but the nice thing about a breakfast bowl is you can eat it any time of day. It does not have to just be for breakfast. Same as last week, the first thing I want you to do for this breakfast bowl, and it doesn't have to be in a bowl, it can be in whatever you want it to be in, a plate, it can be one thing at a time. But to bulk it up, I'm going to put it in a bowl so I can show you how big this is going to end up being. So last week, everybody, when we did the Taco Tuesday, everybody was like, dang, that's huge. That's like 3 people could eat that. What I did for Taco Tuesday last week, ended up eating for 2 meals, okay? When you hashtag bulk it up, you can't, like my eyes are definitely bigger than my stomach. I love seeing lots of food on a plate. And I will attempt to eat everything that there is, but when you hashtag bulk it up, most of the time, if you'll follow what I'm talking about, you can't eat everything. You'd be miserable if you ate everything that's on here. And the good part is, so much of this is either low or 0 point, or it's non-starchy vegetables that even if you did eat the whole thing, you're still going to feel great because it's totally different. I'm not encouraging you to overeat. Okay, understand that. But it's totally different to overeat on something that has this many vegetables and fruit and things like that in it than it is on like a sludgy hamburger or something like that. So these bowls are huge. Know that. So again, for this breakfast, the first thing you're going to want to do is to pick a protein. Just like last week, I told you to pick a protein on the Taco Tuesday bowl. We are going to pick a protein for tonight. And my protein tonight is going to be eggs. So I'm going to make my secret recipe scrambled eggs. And all you do for those, you need an egg. And the secret recipe scrambled eggs, that recipe is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So you can just scoot on over there after the chat. Oh, Loretta says she's addicted to mashed cauliflower. Ooh, and zucchini, that sounds good. So it's going to be an egg, but that recipe is on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. It's going to be 1 egg, some egg whites, and I'm not measuring, just, you know, a dollop of egg whites, however much you think you want. And then you want just a dash of some kind of milk. You can use real milk, you can use like soy milk, you can use oat milk, something like that. And you want, if you can find it, either some fat-free or either some fat-free or low-fat ricotta cheese. And these are my secret, get out. These are my secret recipe scrambled eggs, and you will see why here in just a minute. If you like nutritional yeast, you can go ahead and add some of that. Okay, so you have an egg whites, some kind of milk, and it doesn't have to be cow milk. That was because I happened to buy bought my expensive milk again this week. And you're going to get all that mixed up. Mix it up really good with a fork. You can use a whisk if you want to. And then I cannot pull the skillet over here where y'all can see it, but I'm going to put this into a heated skillet, and it has just a little bit of I spritzed some olive oil in the bottom of it just to make it non-stick. You want all of that in there. And these make, so using an egg whites, the fat-free or low-fat ricotta cheese, and some kind of milk makes them so fluffy, it's ridiculous, okay? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Okay, and we have 1 minute before I need to check what's in there. So that is pick a protein. And Trish, you can totally do that too. So Trish just made a great point. She said, I either use Greek yogurt or some sour cream. Totally can do that. So if you can't find the fat-free or low-fat ricotta cheese, 100% you can use some Greek yogurt or some sour cream. You can definitely do that. And then I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I am just gently folding this in because I'm going to make these into scrambled eggs. You can also just leave it in here to fry, and you can make fried eggs. But I'm going to make them scrambled because they are so fluffy. They're so fluffy, it's ridiculous. Okay, so that's the protein. You could also do some kind of, you don't have to use eggs. You can use an egg substitute. You could use some other kind of low or 0 point protein as your base. So, but you want a protein. You don't have to cook them. The eggs could be, you could do hard-boiled eggs and slice them up or just stick them in there. You could really do anything. And wow, you are loud today, Stowe. I don't know why you were so loud today. It did not squeak like that when I was making this earlier. So I actually cheated and made this exact same thing earlier and ate it as a roll-up in a sandwich because I was so hungry. Okay, so the next thing is pick a carb. Okay, so my carb is over here cooking right now, so let's go ahead and check it and see how that looks. Okay, that's looking good. So this is 2 different kinds of potatoes, and I cut them up in a little bit less than 1-inch pieces. Spritzed them with a little olive oil, put sprinkled some nutritional yeast on there. Did I sprinkle some nutritional yeast on there? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Nutritional yeast, and some peppers and some mushrooms. And we're cooking this in the air fryer on 400 degrees for approximately 10 or a little over 10 minutes, just until they're good and tender. Okay, let's go back and check our eggs. Looking good. Looking good, looking good. Looking so fluffy. And you just cook those until they are done. Oh my gosh, this thing's squeaky. I do not know why it's so squeaky. Okay, so the eggs are cooking. Oh, and Debbie, Mike, okay, that's a great point. So, did you all know that you were here to help me with tips? Okay. Ooh, and that's a good idea. Carol says in cooking class they always said to add a splash of water to the scrambled eggs because it will steam the eggs and make them fluffy. Okay, I didn't even know that that's why I was doing that, but it is steaming. Can you see the steam that's coming off of it? Didn't even know that that's what I was doing. But Debbie made a good point just a second ago. Debbie microwaves her potatoes first. So Debbie, how long do you microwave them? And I don't know if y'all have yours on closed captioning or not, but mine is stuck on drink of water. Do not know why it's stuck on drink of water. So I'll get another drink of water. But Debbie, how long do you microwave them before you put them in the air fryer? Because that's a great point. If it's taken too long in the air fryer, so like Debbie is putting them in the microwave first, and then she's putting them in the air fryer just to crisp them up. So that's a great point. So how long on the potato setting? Oh, okay, so Debbie's putting them on the potato setting in the microwave. Well, other side comment, if you all were paying attention, if you've been paying attention the last couple of weeks, I have had beans and corn have been on my 0 point food list. Well, I need to switch to potatoes here for a little while because I just need to, because all of my meals that I've got planned at work this week involve a potato, and Jay at Knox Produce Box was kind enough to drop me off a big box of potatoes. Well, potatoes and some tomatoes and yellow squash and a few other things, but he dropped me off a big box of potatoes, and I'm going to end up going an hour tonight, aren't I? This is just inevitable. It's going to be an hour. Anyway, so he dropped off a big box of potatoes, so I went back in and retook my assessment. So if you don't know how to do that, there is another chat for that. But I have switched now, so I have taken beans and corn off of my 0 points list, and I've added potatoes instead because that's what I'm going to be eating. So you can't just add. You can't just add things unless you have, unless you didn't pick all of your 0 point foods. And if you're going to do that, please do it for at least a week. So don't, okay, and Barbara, that's a great point too. I'll circle back around to that. But don't switch back and forth. So this is not day trading, okay? It's not day trading. You want to stick with it for at least a week. And Barbara makes an excellent point. If you are diabetic, potatoes are not a choice for you as a 0 point food. But I think potatoes are a great, even if they're points for you, I think they're a great choice for a lower point food. You could do, you could even do like some diced sweet potatoes if that's better for you. And it doesn't have to be potatoes. That's just the carb. That's the carb that I picked. So, okay, so my eggs are just about done. Okay, so the first thing was I'm making some secret recipe scrambled eggs. Love them. Eat them a lot. Super easy to make. So that's going to be my protein base for this hashtag bulk it up breakfast bowl edition. The next thing is to add a carb. So again, I switched my carbs for the next few weeks anyway, at least a week, but for the next few weeks to potatoes. So instead of beans and corn for me, it's going to be potatoes. If you are in this area, so if you happen to be closer into Knoxville, if you want to order anything from Knox Produce Box, this is a huge box. So this is, I bet you, if I weighed that, I don't know, I'm going to guess there's probably 4 or 5 pounds of potatoes in there, a couple of huge tomatoes, some yellow squash, corn is still in the husk. I don't remember what all's in that box, and it's like nothing compared to what produce costs over at the grocery store. Plus it's fresh and they bring it to you. So if you are within their zip code, you can have the Knox Produce Box delivered to you too. And you can check you can go to knoxproducebox.com and check to see if you're in their zip code. And if you are if it's your first time, you can use code KC Kitchen Center 2022. So it's KC Kitchen, KCKITCHEN 2022, and it's $5 off of your first box if you are in their area. Okay, so that's what I'm doing for my carbs. That's what I'm doing for my carb is the potatoes. So let's check those again real quick. Because now it's been 11 minutes, and my gosh, they are smelling. Can you hear those? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you, Cheryl. Okay, I am going to put these back in for the last 4 minutes. Sometimes, depending on how big you cut them up, sometimes you need to go that extra, the extra couple of minutes. So that was 400 degrees. I'm going 15 minutes in my air fryer. Sometimes 10 minutes works out. And if you do like Debbie and go ahead and put them in the microwave first, then you don't have to go anywhere near that long. Okay, so that was my carb. The next thing is to pick 2 0-point foods. So I'm counting the eggs as one of my 0-point foods. And so I'm counting the eggs as both a carb and as my 0 point food. As a protein and my 0 point foods. And I'm picking I'm using the potatoes as my carb and a 0 point food. But you want to be sure that you have some other 0 point foods. Now, those are not the only 0 point foods I have, but you need to make sure I've got a protein, I've got a carb, I've got at least 2 0 point foods, okay? Then you want to pick, if you can, you want to pick 2 cups of non-starchy veggies. So adding 2 cups of non-starchy veggies to hashtag bulk it up is going to blow this up, okay? So this is where I say this is a huge bowl and this is going to feel like a lot of food, but it's not. If you add in 2 cups of vegetables, it's going to fill you up. It's going to be extra fiber. The non-starchy vegetables are going to have a certain amount of water in them. So for my 2 cups of non-starchy vegetables, the first thing I'm going to put in there is Jay from Knox Produce Box was kind enough to throw in. He knows how much I love these. This is hydroponically grown lettuce, okay? And yes, Barbara, you get points back. You add back points for eating non-starchy veggies for each cup. So we're going to add back 2 points. I'm not as cool as Debbie. So Orlando Debbie hydroponically grows her lettuce. I'm not as cool as her. I have to have Jay bring it to me. But Jay was so sweet and brought me some hydroponically grown lettuce this week because he knows how much I love it. And so I'm going to go ahead and add in about a cup of hydroponically grown lettuce to my bowl. You can make it whatever. You can make it any kind of vegetables that you want to. Non-starchy veggies. So non-starchy veggies are not only 0 points. Barbara's exactly right. It adds back a point. Okay. So adding back a point. That's exactly right, Barbara, and I'm getting to that. Okay, so I'm making a little tiny breakfast salad. So I know people are like, oh yeah, okay, and Carol Lou does not add back her points for her veggies because she eats too many. That's totally fine. You don't have to. I don't necessarily eat them. I just like to watch them go ding, 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 cha-ching. If they made a cute little noise, if they made a little cute cha-ching noise, I'd be doing it all the time, okay? Okay, so I know salad, you're thinking salad, it's breakfast. If you've ever been to First Watch, you get a little tiny salad with your meal. So, and I'm gonna make it like 5 minutes early. Okay, so to that little salad, I'm gonna add some blackberries. So I have another 0 point food. Now it's not a non-starchy veggie, so it's not gonna add back any points, but I'm gonna add some blackberries to that. And these were previously frozen blackberries, so I got a little bit of blackberry juice in there. Okay? And because I'm adding back 2 cups of non-starchy veggies, I'm going to have some extra points if I want to add something else. So I'm going to add a little bit of fat-free feta cheese to that salad. Okay? I love feta cheese with fruit. So feta cheese on a salad potatoes are ready. On a salad that contains fruit is fantastic. Okay, we're going to let that sit for just a second until I'm ready for it. So I've got a cup of hydroponically grown lettuce, some blackberries. So that's 1 cup of non-starchy veggies, some blackberries, some feta cheese. But because I've added back a couple of points, I also made some candied bacon. And the candied bacon is already on the blog. That's on www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So I'm just going to add a little bit of candied bacon to that. And it is so easy to make. And I don't know if y'all can hear him or not, but Dusty is snoring. So since I added back a couple of points, I'm adding back a couple of points with my non-starchy veggies. Then I'm adding some candied bacon. And that recipe, that candied bacon recipe, is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And I am so sorry, but I'm not wiping off. The bacony taste, that is so yum. And then I had just a little bit of my G. Hughes sugar-free raspberry vinaigrette dressing left. So I'm going to put that on there. So now we have a nice little fruity feta cheese salad to go with the rest of our breakfast things. So again, 1 cup of lettuce, a little bit of feta cheese, some blackberries, some candied bacon, a little bit of G. Hughes sugar-free raspberry vinaigrette. Then to that, I'm going to add the eggs that I made. So remember, these were the secret recipe scrambled eggs. I'm going to add those. And they're so fluffy, I'm going to die. It's like that little girl on Despicable Me when she gets that unicorn and she says, he's so fluffy, I'm going to die. They are so fluffy. Okay, and then for my carb, and you all already said it, I'm going to add, I've got mushrooms, peppers, a little bit of potatoes. So I've got another cup's worth of peppers and mushrooms that I'm going to be adding to this. So that's 2 points. I have 1 point. I have 1 point for the lettuce, and then I've got a 2nd point from the peppers and the mushrooms that are in here with my potatoes. And here we go again. Here is another hashtag bulk it up. Huge bowl of food. Huge bowl of food. Might just eat this for supper tonight. It smells so good. I mean, look at that. That is a huge bowl of food. If we had not hashtag bulked it up, this would have been nothing. I mean, it would have been a little thing of scrambled eggs or a little tiny salad or whatever. But with hashtag bulk it up, yeah, and exactly right. Lourdes says, and that is a nice low carb meal because the potatoes are not that high in carbs. Yeah, look at that. Look how fantastic that is. And you can dress that up with whatever you want to. Okay, so there we have it. I made it with what? I'm early. I've got 7 minutes to spare. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get all this cleaned up. And I'm going to bust it out of here and get home so that we can get up at the butt crack of dawn and go get the girls and do something for Labor Day. But I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope that you all will use this and make something from it. John, I am bringing this home. So guess what you were having for breakfast in the morning before we go and pick up the girls? Yep, you are having roasted potatoes with mushrooms and peppers. And I know you're excited about that. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will try it yourself. Please comment everywhere this will be posted what you would like to see in your hashtag bulk it up breakfast bowl. And if you are, thank you, John. And if you are watching this on YouTube, that's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. Let the next video roll over. I promise you will enjoy it. Go ahead and subscribe. Our subscribers are actually dropping off, which makes me extremely sad. So I would appreciate it if you all would share the love and share the word. You know, spread the word. Because let's face it, all your friends are going to be wanting to follow us on YouTube on September the 18th for September. Don't forget about that. September is September the 18th. But anyway, YouTube, click the little subscribe button and definitely click the bell so you'll be notified of the next video. But you all have an amazing evening. Hope you have a great Labor Day if you are here in the United States. If you're not, I hope you just have a great day. But you all be safe, and I will see you next week. Good night.